In this video, we'll be doing 9618 paper 4-2 May-June 2022. So we're going to start with question number 1. A program needs to use a stacked data structure. So here is our first hint that we'll be using a stacked data structure. The stack can store up to 10 integer elements. A 1D array stack data is used to store the stack globally. The global variable stack pointer points to the next available space in the stack and initialized to 0. So I've covered stacks in one of my videos before this, so if you do not remember the concept, you should look at that video first and then come to these questions. Write program code to declare the array and pointer as global data structures. So we're supposed to declare them as global data structures. Initialize the pointer to 0. So basically what the question is asking is that we need to take stacked data, which is an array, and then a stack pointer. So first let's do global stack data, and this is an array of integers. And then we have global stack pointer. Then it said that it has 10 integer elements. So let's take the 10 integer elements. Oops. Stack data is equals to, so we took 10 integer elements, I initialized it with 0, and stack pointer, we're also supposed to initialize it with 0. So this is our first step. Let's see in the marking scheme. We have global stack data, global stack pointer, and it initialized it with 10 zeros and the stack pointer to 0. Write a procedure to output all 10 elements in the stack and the value of the stack pointer. So we need to write a function for this. Let's do define print array let's take global stack data and global stack pointer in it. First let's print the stack pointer, and then let's print the contents of the array. So for I in range 10, why 10? Because we have 10 elements. Print stack data I. So this is our print array function. Let's see in the marking scheme. So this is how they've done it. The function push, so as I've discussed in my stack videos, push is when you add data into the stack. Takes an integer parameter and returns false if the stack is full. If the stack is not full, it puts the parameter value on the stack, updates the relevant pointer, and returns true. So just for a basic revision for stack is a LIFO structure, last in, first out. So this is our array, and so on. So and our stack pointer is pointing over here right now. So when I'm going to add my data, I'm going to do stack data, the value of the stack pointer. There I'm going to add the data, and then I'm going to move the stack pointer one step up. Then I'm going to do stack pointer plus 1. So as we have 10 elements, this will go till 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because index starts from 0. So to check if our stack is full, our condition should be, first let's write push. It says it takes an integer parameter, so we need to take a data value as parameter in it. Then it's going to take global stack data and global stack pointer. Then it's going to check if stack pointer is equals to 9, it will return false. To make it clear for us, we will print stack is full. If not, else, if it's not full, what it's going to do is it's going to take stack data, stack pointer is equals to data, and then stack pointer is equals to stack pointer plus 1. So this is how we're going to add data into our stack. I think one mistake I made here is that this shouldn't be 9. This should be greater than 9, because when our stack pointer is at 9, we will add the value here, but when it goes above 9, that would mean that it's full. So let's check. If stack pointer is equals to 10, which is the same as what we did greater than 9. Return true. Did the question say? Yeah, I forgot to return true. After doing this, we will return true. To make it better, we could do print data has been added. Okay, moving on. Edit the main program to test the push function. The program needs to allow the user to enter 11 numbers, and when attempt to add these to the stack, output an appropriate message when a number is added. We have already done it. Output an appropriate message when it's not added. We did that as well. Output the contents of the stack after attempting to add all numbers. So now let's write the main program. It said we need to add 11 numbers. So for I in range 10. Why 10? Because we need to add 11 numbers. Sorry, no, I should do 11 here. Now it's going to ask the user to input the data. Enter data. After that, we're going to do push data, and I think that's it. After all of this, we will print array. Yeah, okay. So now that this has been done, let's run the code. So enter data. So let's add from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now 10 have been added. Now this one should give stack is full, and it did. So here our stack pointer is 10. Why 10? Because it has exceeded 9, and here is our stack, the contents of our stack. It did not add 11. At 11 it gave us stack is full. Moving on to the next question. Okay, you're supposed to test it for these. I did with 1 to 11. The function pop returns -1 if the stack is empty. If the stack is not empty, it returns the element at the top of the stack and updates the relevant pointers. So for revision, let's once again make a stack here. So if it's empty, then our stack pointer will be at 0 if it's empty. And if it's not, so if we have 3 added and our stack pointer is here at 0, 1, 2, 3, and I need to pop 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do stack pointer -1. I'm going to move it down. Then I'm going to return the value of stack data, stack pointer, because when I do -1, my stack pointer will be here, and then this will be returned. And then to make it easier for ourselves, I will assign this value 0. So let's write the code for this. I have pop. First we're going to check if it's empty. If stack pointer is equals to 0, let's print stack is empty, and let's return -1. Else we're going to do stack pointer is equals to stack pointer -1, move it one step down, then stack data stack pointer. We're going to assign this to a variable value. Then what I'm going to do is stack data stack pointer, because the stack pointer has moved one step down, I will assign it 0, and then I will return the value that I got from here. Okay. After the code you wrote in the main program, add program code to remove 2 elements from the stack using pop. Output the updated contents of the stack. Okay, I think this is the last part. So after I did this part of the code, I should do pop 2 times and then print array. So let's run this. So enter data again, 1 2 3. It's not really clear. Wait, 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Oh, why did I give an error? Oh, wait, yeah, I did not take global stack data and global stack pointer here. Let's try again. Okay, enter data 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So first it had 1 to 10, and now it had 1 to 8, and now my stack pointer is pointing at 8 after popping 2 values. So this was question number 1. In the next video I'll be covering question number 2.